Now this next part of the trip is a mammoth trip that I'm gonna take all the way from Seattle to LA in 3 days, and it's gonna cover around 1100 miles. My plan is to drive south and hug the coast on the coastal highway, and I have to stop and visit some friends in the San Francisco area, and then make it all the way down to LA. Now the RV has been working phenomenally, except for that speedometer cable issue that I mentioned, which gives me like erratic speed, and I covered that on, I think, on episode 12, and I also mentioned that on the previous episode, so if you want to check that out. Otherwise, let's cover the next part of the trip. Now this is the first time that I stayed at a rest area in the state of Oregon. I don't know if you knew this, but you can stay in rest areas. It's allowed. And the particular area where I stayed, it was very peaceful, very quiet, and I highly recommend it if you're ever in the area and it's allowed. There's also some of them that have facilities for like dumping and getting some fresh water. Now I have to say that I was really looking forward to this part of the trip because as I've told you in other episodes, I'm based out of Miami and we have our beaches, but I really wanted to experience the Northwest and the kind of ocean that you get, and it did not disappoint. There's some small towns that you go through, but there's massive cliffs, awesome waves, great scenery, and this is something that I really wanted to experience, and I'm really happy I did it. On my way down, I stayed at another secluded parking area by the road, and it was awesome because it was right by the ocean, and it was very peaceful because at night you slept with crashing of the waves, and it was just very peaceful and very dark, not a lot of light, so amazing. I recommend it if you can. Well, we're driving down the US 101 from Seattle to San Francisco, to Los Angeles, but I'm stopping along the way, so I wanted to show you this stop that I just did. Look at this. Isn't this great? These are the waves of the Pacific Ocean. And there's the RV. Awesome. Myers Beach Creek. So we got this beautiful view of the rocks in the Pacific Northwest. I'll let the view explain itself. And there's the RV right there. I'll just show you. There's a lighthouse up there. I don't know if you can see it. It's like there somewhere. But the main attraction is obviously this right here. Looks like, you know, there's a way to get down there, or maybe it's not allowed because I don't see a lot of footsteps, so it's probably not allowed, but that's okay because I can see it from here. Okay, here's another quick view. I won't go into too much narration, but I just wanted to show you the waves and also the coastline. it's pretty cool here, about 40 something. And there's the RV. Now, while I was in San Francisco, I stayed overnight at a friend's house before I continued on to the rest of the trip. Okay, so after my stay in San Francisco, it was just basically driving south. And I didn't take a lot of video because there wasn't a lot of things that I did, because I needed to get to LA because I had some previous commitments that I needed to meet. Now, this is a trip that I should do again because it was fast and furious, it was long, and I should have had more time to explore, especially the Redwoods area. Now, while I got to, before I got to LA, I stayed at a really nice parking area right by the ocean. Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to show you where I parked overnight last night. I'm in near Santa Barbara, California, and I just woke up. So this is the Vista Point, and there's the RV, and there was other vehicles here. Most of them are gone, but there's still a couple more campers. Anyway, we're right by the ocean, and there's actually some train tracks here too. You can see that. But overall, it's a pretty good view. It is overcast. That's kind of to be expected, I guess. But yesterday it did rain quite a bit. Well, I would say maybe 4 or 5 hours. This was not as quiet as the other areas where I've stayed. This was near Santa Barbara, but it was really nice, and I slept by the ocean. When I got to LA, I did some work, and then I found a storage area for the RV, and I left it there for the next trip. So I have some more footage of the Pacific Northwest after the end, so stay for that if you want to. Subscribe if you want to. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.